Hey Pisces, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you, new subscribers. Welcome. It's great to have your energy in with our really wonderful little group. So let's see what the messages are today. Okay, which deck? All right, I think I'll go with the tried and true. Emperor and the Two of Swords. There is a decision that needs to be made. Rapidly at the King of Wands. Let's see. Okay, let's start here. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress. And at the shuffling split we saw the Emperor. So there is something that has to do with a very high level connection. And as you guys know, I like to focus my readings on you mostly. But it feels like there's some kind of partnership coming towards you. And we also saw this. So there could be a sense of anxiety about it. You know, the Empress is the embodiment of all of the queens. So she has all of the attributes, you know, the ability to nurture herself, provide for herself, think for herself, love herself, right? So, you know, sometimes when you get to what you really want or where you want to be, it can be hard. Because, you know, sometimes you think, am I worthy of this? Do I deserve this? Do I deserve this stability, this happiness? You know, after a long time of struggle, sometimes it's hard to accept when things start turning in our favor, because sometimes we're just expecting the rug to be taken out from under us. And with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords, that equals a 9. So that's the progression. It's like you're getting this new truth that's going to help you become unstuck, which is what you want. But there's this, you know, worry or fear that it's not real, or that it's only temporary, or it won't last long. But you've really gone under a complete transformation and able to take any heartache or loss and change it for your benefit. You know, you're no longer accepting anything beneath you. You're blocking that energy. You're blocking the need to control or hold back. This fear that's inside of you is being transmuted into something that is loving, that's you seeing what's in your heart and deciding that you deserve it. You know, the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, that's happiness, that's emotional fulfillment and stability. Right? Able to look inside yourself and decide, yes, this is the life that I want. And there are choices to be made. There are options. But always know that it's better to make a choice than to not make any at all. Because when you just sit on things, this is the feeling. It's like that stagnant, stuck energy. So you need to keep moving things forward. Moving away from this feeling of abandonment into, I needed that solitary time to decide in what way I wanted to move forward. And that's what the universe provided. Even if you felt alone, it's what you needed so that you could work through these different struggles, so that you could really focus on what it is that you want. And now that you know what that is, with the Ace of Wands, the wheel is going to turn and show you where you want, where you've been putting this energy. And it will manifest in your life as new opportunities that can grow into something larger. Okay, so then let's see what these cards that came out. We have the Four of Cups. Let's see if I can turn this down. Okay, we have the Four of Cups here. We have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Lovers. We had the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords come out together, and they came out reversed. And, I don't always read reversals specifically. It's more like the overall energy. But in this case, I'll get to it. Okay. Let me just go through all the cards. And then we had the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups come in. So initially you are in this contemplative mode, meditative, looking at the options that are before you, deciding what's best for you, best for your heart space. And then there's been this shift, and you've been given an opportunity of action, of passion. This could be a new relationship in some ways, but it's something that's going to bring that fire back inside of you. Okay, and there's a little bit of apprehensiveness with this offer. Will it be like it was before? Will it be conflicted? Will there be, challenges? And the answer is, with anything, there will always be challenges. But the thing is, this is asking you to change your mind, change your thoughts about it. Because each opportunity that's presented to you is different from anything else. It's an entirely, new experience. So, in a way, don't treat it like the past. Because this, with the Lovers coming out, is a connection, partnership, a choice that is meant to be. The major arcana speak of things that are put on your path by the divine, by your higher self, your ancestors, your guides. And what I was saying about this King of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like maybe in the past you've been faced with people or situations that you couldn't trust, that you thought were sneaky. But maybe in this new situation, what the universe is telling you is it's not going to be that way. It's not going to be sneaky. It's not going to be riddled with lies. You know, the anxiety that you feel, you know, it's all in your head. Okay, because swords speak of, you know, ideas and thoughts. It's not a pentacle. It's not a tangible reality. And as Pisces, you know, we can have these imaginations that are fantastic, but they also can be detrimental to our own happiness. So what it's showing is whatever this new opportunity is, it's going to be coming in with a lot of passion and a lot of love, with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So it's going to move quickly. The Knight of Wands moves fast. This is action. This is how you live your life. This idea, you know, this new beginning will almost sweep you off your feet. And whatever change that it's bringing is good. All right, let me dig in a little bit further into what this opportunity is. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords energy. You know, creativity, confidence, courage with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, you know, it's you're using your mind, your mental, your, you know, mental strength. You know, it's very just, it's very logical. It's very clear. So the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Justice. The Empress. Okay. Again, the Hermit. Two of Swords. So it's a decision that needs to be made. Balancing that needs to happen. When you think about justice, you know, that could be anything legal, anything binding by a contract. Anything that requires, you know, careful consideration. You know, it's a Libra energy, so they do things in a very diplomatic way. Sometimes having a hard time making a decision. But, you know, if you think about legal proceedings, it's things being dealt with fairly. So whatever the situation is, even if there was hurt in the past, confusion, you know, it's going to be balanced. You'll see that, you know, the decision that's made on your behalf or that you make will be fair. And as the Empress, you know, it's that all-encompassing Venus love energy. Being productive, creative. And with the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, which, is very, analytical and like organized. It's going to come about in a way that things just fall into place. It's easy. And even though you may have fears from the past of, well, what if it's like it was and that was awful? You have to just trust and believe that it's a new situation. A lot has changed. A lot of people have a entirely different perspective since we've been in this COVID lockdown. Things that are important to people, like family, love, health, those are what's on the forefront of our minds. Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So when I see this card, in a line with the Empress, that could be actual children that you have. But it really feels like this internal nurturing of the inner child that's within all of us, the part of us that have been hurt. Those wounds that we still carry from childhood as adults. It's like you're able to reconcile any pain that you have experienced, and you're using it to help others, because a lot of times people that are truly empathetic, they've been through the fire, they've been through the tests and the trials and the difficult things, and that's how they know to be compassionate. That's how they know to harness this Empress energy for others, because they know what it's like to be in that situation, to hurt, to be wounded. A lot of the anxiety that we feel as adults comes from situations that happen in our past. So I feel like at some level this reading is asking you to forgive yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. And it's okay to show your cup of love again. You don't have to hide it or to hold it back. You and your loved ones are safe. It's safe now. A lot of times it's so hard to put away those past wounds. But that's a decision that, we have to make in order to be happy. It's not that we're pardoning whatever it is that happened. We're just not letting it hurt us anymore. Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. So when the moon is voided, it's switching from one sign to another. So usually during that time, it's recommended that you finish cycles, you finish tying up loose ends, rather than, starting something entirely new. So since there is this newness on the precipice, something new coming in, a new way of thinking, a new way of living, you really have to think about what it is that might be holding you back from getting to that fresh start, and really putting to bed those old wounds, those old hurts. Those old fears. Surrender to the divine. It's very difficult. It's something that I've been working with. And you get to that point where you just decide that you don't want to be scared anymore. You don't want to live in fear. And that even though bad things have happened, you're making a decision with your life to move forward and create the life that you want. So with the Shaman Oracles, let's see what comes out. So it's like maybe there's a past situation that just fizzled, and you're like, I don't know if I want to go back to it because of the past. So let's read what the arrow says. That's number 3. You know, that's creativity, that's expression, self-expression. That's potential outcomes. That's collaboration. So let me read this. Receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with your full expectation that it will land as it's supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark, and you will have cause to celebrate. The medicine. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning this game that you have missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom in not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry there isn't enough. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. So it resonates in a way with, this anxiety and stuck feeling. It could be related to, fears and holding back because of things in the past, because of things that affected us when we were young. But like it's saying here, nothing will come of that worry or fear. You have a choice to make, to integrate your past with your future. To know that things are different now, and to know that the wheel is turning in your favor. So Pisces, sometimes we just have to tell ourselves, you know what? This is the life that I want, and I want it to be like this no matter what happened in the past. You create your own future. with your thoughts, with your intentions, with your everyday actions. So make sure that those actions count, and know that those actions and thoughts are in alignment with each other towards where it is that you want to go, where you're pointing this arrow, where your passion lies. You're shooting it forward, not behind. You're creating that part of you that's nurtured and stable. You know, it's creating that love in your life that you want for yourself. All right, Pisces. So, you know, it was a very profound message, but, you know, keep moving forward. Every day, make those choices that bring you closer towards what you want, no matter what you've experienced in the past. Every day's a new day. Every breath that you take is new. It's taking in newness to release the past. It's releasing the past to allow space for new. All right, Pisces. I love you. I'll see you soon.